Let's hear it for Councilwoman Janice Hahn.
Oh, I go to this mic.
All right. All right, Janice, would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I've always wanted to get her like this, but I'm not. I'm gonna forego the pleasure. I, Janice Hahn,
I, Janice Hahn,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the City Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and the City Charter of the City of Los Angeles,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of City Council Member
of the office of City Council Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It's great to be here this morning, particularly at this historic landmark, which was the home of Phineas Banning, who is the father of the Port of Los Angeles, right here in the heart of Wilmington. You know, he was really the visionary that saw the true potential of trade here in Los Angeles. He was the ultimate entrepreneur and the ultimate job creator. We are in debt to him, and it was so meaningful to have Nancy Banning Call here with us this morning. What an honor. And thank you to Your Honor, Judge Hahn. It's so special to me that you have sworn me in for all three of my inaugurations, first as the city attorney, then as the mayor, and now as the Superior Court judge. You are a wonderful brother, a lifelong public servant, but it does sound like you can't keep a job. You know, we already paid tribute, but she deserves one more huge round of applause. The matriarch of the Hahn family, my mother, Mrs. Kenneth Hahn. Wave. And I'm also glad to have sitting up here my two sons, Mark and Danny, and my beautiful daughter-in-law, Jacqueline. They left my granddaughter, Isabella, at home this morning. And my future sister-in-law, Michelle Fleenor. And I'm so pleased to have all my friends up here on the stage with me, all my wonderful elected officials. It means a lot to me that you came here and supported me. Great to have my colleagues here, Tom LaBonge, Jose Huizar. Thank you very much for being with me today. And what a pleasure to have the Sheriff of LA County, Lee Baca. You know, 4 years I was sworn in for the second time, and I told you how much I loved this job and that I wished I could serve as a council member even longer. Well, thanks to the voters of Los Angeles, my wish was granted, and I'm now able to serve in this, my dream job, for 4 more years. And as Jim said, I learned about the importance of public service from LA's greatest public servant, my father, Supervisor Kenny Hahn. God bless him. You know, from the time we were young, he taught Jim and me about the value and the responsibility of being in public service. I sit at my father's old desk in my office every day, and you know, when I'm faced with the challenges that are before me, I'll tell you many times I say, what would Kenny do? And I usually know the answer. You know, when I took office 8 years ago in 2001, I knew we were facing tremendous challenges. Things were so bad that we were facing the threat of secession from 3 separate parts of the city, including the harbor area. The community of Wilmington felt neglected. A lot that had sat vacant in downtown San Pedro for 30 years epitomized the frustration felt throughout the community. Harbor City had waited for 40 years for that library, and Watts was ridden with crime and infested with gangs. Harbor Gateway had long been forgotten. Racial tension had allowed to fester there. And the Port of Los Angeles was waging war on our neighborhoods, both with air pollution and traffic congestion. To quote John F. Kennedy, "When we got into office, the thing that surprised me most was to find that things were just as bad as we'd been saying they were." You know, I was prepared for those challenges, and I had plans to overcome them, and we did. We built a beautiful development of housing and retail on that long vacant lot in San Pedro. Wilmington is in the midst of revitalization with new parks, and an East Wilmington gym, which was 50 years in the making, is now open every single day. And Wilmington will soon have its own waterfront promenade. That long-awaited library is finally open in Harbor City. We've cut crime in Watts, and Harbor Gateway is finally getting the attention it deserves. But what I wasn't prepared for was some of the other things that kind of got thrown my way in office. The job description of council member, I'm sure, never mentioned the words alligator wrangler.